In this video, I'm going to break down for you the algorithm for the YouTube search engine. And the reason why this is so important is YouTube, you've heard me say this over and over, is the second largest search engine on the web right now, second only to Google. That means there are more searches being done in the search box here of YouTube itself, and this is not a Google search box, this is within YouTube, only searching videos inside YouTube itself. There are more searches inside YouTube on the search box than there are in Yahoo and MSN, and actually YouTube is second only to Google. The only search engine that gets more searches is Google. So it's a really powerful search engine to actually optimize your videos for all on its own. And actually the nice thing about it is it's fairly easy to rank. Now you're looking at a one keyword phrase that I'm showing you, money on YouTube. Actually, let me change that to make money on YouTube. It's my video is ranking for both of those phrases. And this is important because now this is sort of an extreme example, but I want to show you the simplicity of ranking in the YouTube search engine. Now they might make it more complicated in the future, but at this point it's fairly simple to rank and fairly easy considering how much traffic this search engine gets and how difficult it is to rank for Google, which is just the search engine right above it as far as Alexa rank goes. So, but here's a video. This is sort of an extreme example because I just took this as far as it could go, but in this specific video I was optimizing it for make money on YouTube, and the main way that I ranked this, and it's ranked in #1 position for make money on YouTube and for money on YouTube as well, and for how to make money on YouTube. You can see it's #2 there, not #1. And you can see that it's ranked for all these keyword phrases, and it's getting traffic from all those keyword phrases. But if you do the same keyword search in Google itself, the video is nowhere to be found. So it shows that there's quite a difference there in the search algorithm. See, I'm already on page 4 and still don't see my video. So you can see there's quite a difference in the search algorithm between YouTube and Google. But the main way that I ranked this video for these keyword phrases, which are fairly competitive, if you look, I'm doing this the search in quotes so I can show you the competition numbers. This one has 29,000 competing results, which is fairly competitive for YouTube. And if I take away the how-to, then you see 44,000 competing results. And if I take away the make, you see we're up to 55,000 results. So for all these phrases, they're fairly competitive as far as YouTube goes, the YouTube search engine goes. And the main way I ranked it is just by blasting it with fake views. That's the main way. Now I also, you might say that this skews my test, but I also have been blasting it with profile backlinks about, I believe, about 2,000 per day for about 30 days. But those backlinks I don't think have had any effect at all on the ranking, because it doesn't seem like backlinks does much for a video to rank it in YouTube itself, and I'll explain a little bit more about that throughout this video. So the main way, I didn't bookmark it, I didn't do any embedding, nothing like that. The main way I ranked this video is from views. Now if you look at the actual video, let's take a look at it. And by the way, there's some good monetization strategies you can learn from this video. Public, I forgot, disabled public statistics. Alright, I'm logged in here, and we're going to look at this account from the inside so we can get a little more information about it here. I'm mainly interested in the playback locations and in the traffic sources. We're going to look at that. You can see most of my playback has been on YouTube devices, but these are, mobile devices, and these are fake, probably the fake views. A lot of them are coming from mobile devices and from the YouTube watch page. Only 10 views are coming from the embedded player on other websites. So you can see that most of these views are coming from not coming from an embedded player. So the embed, I believe it might be embedded on my blog, but that hasn't been much of an influence in the ranking. This gives us a little better. We got mobile apps, direct traffic, external website is 5,000, YouTube search 2,000. So most of these searches, I believe, have come after I already ranked it using fake views. YouTube suggested video. So you can see here that the influence of embedding, let me check and see if this is embedded. Yeah, if you scroll down you can see that I have embedded it on my website here. But the main influence has been just on fake views. That's been the main influence of this video on the ranking on YouTube. And you can also look at the audience retention. You can see even that is not really that great. You can see we start, and this is probably pretty standard for a video, but I don't have audience retention even through half of the video. You can see I'm below average retention for almost the entire video relative to this tells you down here relative retention based on lifetime stats. And although my videos 13-14 minutes long, my average view duration is only 7% or 8%. So my main point in showing you this is just to show you that inflated views is a powerful way to get your YouTube video ranked. It's not the only factor, but it's a very powerful factor to get your video ranked in the YouTube search engine. Now with this specific test, there are a couple other factors that I haven't talked about that probably influence the ranking, and that is the authority of my YouTube account in general. Also, I believe helps your video to rank in YouTube, because you can see overall I have a huge number of views, I have a large number of subscribers, and I also have a large number of videos in the account. So those things there are helping, and I have a lot of comments as well. So all those videos, all those factors increase the authority of my YouTube account in general. So that does influence the ranking, and especially if you're in a more difficult market with 50,000, 40,000 competing results like I showed you, you're going to need to bulk up the general authority of your YouTube account if you want your YouTube videos to rank in more competitive searches. Now if you're talking about less competitive searches, I have some case studies in those areas as well, where all I needed were views and a couple of other factors. Even though my account had almost zero authority, I was still able to rank based on views and a couple of other factors I'll show you. And this is specifically for less competitive markets, so for under 5,000 competing results when you do your search in quotes. One of the big things that can rank you easily is simply by having a lot of activity on your YouTube account. And one of the most important things is comments. You can see if you look at the feed, see if it's not even going to show my comments. But I have a couple of likes here in the account, and it doesn't show it for some reason, I'm not sure why, but I've done a number of comments. I actually outsourced it, but I had a number of comments where I was logged in as tax deduction here and just commented on high page rank videos all around the web. And probably did maybe 15 or 20 of those comments. Some of those comments are still showing, some of them did not get approved, some of them dropped off the first page, and so there is some link popularity filtering back, but for the most part, what those comments and likes have done is added to the authority of my account to help me rank for lower competition phrases like this one. So if you have an account where you've done some commenting, you've clicked like on a few different videos, you've gone out there and commented on some user pages, and you have 5 or 6 videos in the account, then you purchase views for those videos, or even just for one of those videos, that'll help you to get your overall video view count up. So you can see here I've got subscribers and video views. Both of these are fake numbers for the most part, just used to add some authority to my account. But what that did is that helped me when I added a video for low competition phrases. It helps me to rank for those phrases in the YouTube search engine itself. But that doesn't work for all phrases, even low competition phrases, because for this one, it helped me rank for this one, but it did not help me rank for the bottom 3, even though some of these have less competition even than this top one. So it's necessary to do even more than just simply purchasing views, doing some comments, and bulking up your channel with activity like likes, channel comments on other people's pages, views, and things like that. And if you don't want to spend a lot of time really getting a lot of authority in your account, like I showed you in my Chad T. Kimball account where I ranked for that make money on YouTube phrase, if you don't want to really work on getting a lot of authority into your account and you're trying to just rank for a lot of low competition phrases fairly easily, what you're going to have to do is show some social activity for all of these videos. Get some backlinks from some blogs, which you can easily outsource, and get it embedded on accounts on a few different social properties. So I would go for get it embedded on a Pinterest account, and we have in the members area in the bots section, there's a Pinterest bot that can help populate a Pinterest account for you and get it some authority for you. You also need to embed it or just link to it from a Facebook page, but it needs to be a public Facebook page like this one that I'm showing you here. This is my business Facebook page. It's not private. In other words, you don't have to be logged into Facebook to see the content of this page. If it's a private personal Facebook page that you have to be logged in to see, that's not going to do you much good as far as ranking on YouTube. But you need to show some external social activity like Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter. Those are the big 3. And get it embedded on some blogs. And I talk about if you go into my members area and you do a search over here for the word Wicked Fire, then that'll lead you to a post that I made where I talked about the types of services and the types of links that I'm currently recommending from Wicked Fire. I recommend a couple of blog networks, and I give you some criteria for picking blog networks. But that's a real cheap way that you can get your YouTube video embedded on a bunch of blog posts. Make sure that the blog network owner will actually embed your YouTube video for you. And again, this is something you could get away with now. You would never be able to get away with this type of thing with a regular website. But if you do some embeds, get some external embeds on blogs, that's also what I mean by external social activity. And do some social bookmarking. And that's another thing you can do with a bot that we provide right here inside the members area. I'm inside the, if you go in the members area and then you go into, whoop, not logged in here. Let me log in here. If you go into the Black Hat Bots section, you can see that we do have a number of bots we have 2 different bots you can use for social bookmarking, and that's another great way to provide some external social activity or some external social signals for YouTube to see. Sometimes you need to have a couple of views from these sources in order for YouTube to see them. If it doesn't seem like it's affecting your rank at all, you might need to go and view the video a couple times through those places where you've embedded the video and do it through a different IP address. And then lastly, take your video and make sure that it is well optimized. Make sure that it has a let me just show you in a video like this, that it has that the title is the exact title, the exact keyword phrase that you're targeting. Make sure that your description is very long. You can see how long that description is. It's like a full article almost. That's optimized for the keyword phrase income tax deductions. And make sure you have relevant tags, which you can't see here because I'm not logged into this account right now. But make sure that there's a number of tags, including this keyword phrase, in the tags. And you really shouldn't have to apply much of these factors at all in order to start to see your video rank. A lot of these are a one-time deal, like the embed on Facebook, the embed on your Pinterest account. But you could but the social bookmarking and going out, logging into this actual account here and going out there and commenting on a bunch of other YouTube videos and YouTube channel pages, that is something you can do more and more and more of until you start to see it rank. Inflating your video view count is another thing you can apply more and more to this recipe until you see it rank. And the social bookmarking and embeds on like a blog network type setup are also parts of the recipe that you could just apply to taste, I like to say, which means you need to keep applying it until you start to see the video ranking in the YouTube search results. You probably don't need to focus as much on backlinks for this though. Again, this is not Google we're talking about, this is YouTube. So they're looking more for indicators of that your video is being viewed, that it's being viewed all the way through, that it's getting positive activity on it, it's getting thumbs ups, it's getting comments, and that your account is a real account that's interacting with other accounts. And then they're also looking for some external validation, of course, which is why I talk about social bookmarking, embedding on blog networks, embedding on Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. And those are some other factors they're looking for that are external indicators through social activity. And if you apply all those things and then rinse and repeat, you're going to see your videos rank. But I will say that depending on your niche, now I picked a tax niche, and I picked it basically during tax season, so it's a pretty right now it's very active. There's a lot of videos being posted and things like that regarding taxes, 2013 taxes and things like that. If you have a niche that's not quite as competitive, you might find that simply from doing the commenting that I talked about, where you log in as your username and you go out and you comment on a bunch of other videos and YouTube accounts that have authority, and you get some fake views, and you have a well-optimized title and description tags, that just doing that you're going to be able to get a bunch of the videos in your account ranked really well. I would get out there and maybe do 40 comments on high page rank blogs, or high page rank YouTube accounts, or YouTube accounts that look like they have a lot of activity and a lot of authority. And see how far you get with just that before you try to do a bunch of other things. You might find that just from the fake views and the commenting on other YouTube accounts and other YouTube videos and the well-optimized on-page stuff, the well-optimized title, you might find just from doing those things you're going to see your videos ranking in YouTube search itself if you're dealing with low competition. Now if you know already you're dealing with a high competition type market, it might be good for you to go ahead and just plan on doing the full Monty, which is going out there, getting external validation through Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, getting yourself embedded on blogs, getting yourself social bookmarked, if you already know it's going to be a competitive market. But those are the basic factors that you're going to need in order to start your YouTube video ranking. And then again, like I've talked about a lot, once your video starts to rank, then it has a momentum. If your video is good, it can have its own momentum from there, and people will be searching for your video, and then they'll see it, and you'll get more and more views. And if your video is good, then your activity will increase. You'll be getting thumbs up, you'll be getting positive comments, and that will keep and help you to maintain your ranking in the YouTube search engines. You can see it's pretty simple compared to Google, where there's a lot of complicated backlinking type setups and Panda and Penguin to worry about, Google Slaps and all kinds of changes. With YouTube, it's pretty simple and straightforward. So if you have any questions about this video, go ahead and post them in the thread here, and I can answer any questions that you have.